What's up, everyone? It is Josh here from No Butts About It, and we have some drama to talk about. Ooh, little gossip sesh, maybe. As I said, I am Josh Butts of No Butts About It, and I'm your host. Today, we are talking about a little bit of juicy gossip, a little bit of drama we got going on around the NFL. One more final big move that could be made before the NFL regular season begins. Or maybe it could happen during the regular season, but things are starting to heat up with Brandon Aiyuk, the wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, Brandon Aiyuk has been in contract talks for pretty much this entire year. They were talking about it during the last regular season. They were talking about it during the playoffs. They were talking about it leading up to the draft. And nothing's gotten done. He's a 2020 rookie, so he's in that T. Higgins class. He was number 25 overall, former first round pick. Definitely has lived up to the hype, I'd say. I think Brandon Aiyuk is a very good wide receiver, someone a lot of people would love to have on their football team. However, does that ring true for the 49ers? Now, the 49ers have said, we want him. We want to keep him around. We're a better team with him. But according to Adam Schefter on the Pat McAfee show, they don't want him at the price he's asking for. So, Brandon Aiyuk has been kind of upset. He's been posting on social media. He made some TikTok videos talking about the 49ers and how they did him wrong. He's been hanging out with players on other teams, most notably Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels and Brandon Aiyuk did go to college together, so they are friends, but they've been hanging out a lot this offseason. Like, they're going shopping, they're going to parties together, and the weirdest one I thought was yesterday. Brandon Aiyuk had a meeting with the 49ers to kind of figure out contract negotiations, and Jaden Daniels reportedly walked into the meeting with Brandon Aiyuk. So Brandon Aiyuk is walking around with this rookie first round pick quarterback, and maybe it's just the boys hanging out, or maybe he's trying to send a message. I don't know what happened in that meeting, but I do know that things are tense with the 49ers, and they would love to have this guy back. I mean, look at him hurdling that Eagles player there. That play did end up being a touchdown as well. Dude is super talented on a super talented team. I'm sure he would love to return. I don't know why you would want to leave the 49ers. You have Christian McCaffrey just getting extended, Debo Samuel's there, George Kittle. You just have so much offense to work with. But I suppose some guys, they look for that bag, they're looking for that money, and they decide to leave. So here is what I saw on Instagram that made me kind of say, "Oh, there might be something to all this drama." Because sometimes the NFL media likes to, you know, throw some gasoline on that fire. So JPA Football, who does a great job of covering this stuff, they posted this. It says the 49ers and Commanders discussed a potential trade before the draft, but the Commanders opted against going through it, per Adam Schefter. Now, JPA Football is a great source for media, NFL media information. He's sometimes quicker than ESPN on a lot of this stuff, but go give them a follow if you're not already, because they are amazing at what they do. But that being said, that sounds like the Commanders were interested in Brandon Aiyuk, and then they backed out of it. They backed out of it. Well, here's what Brandon Aiyuk commented on that post. I thought the Niners was never trying to trade me, is what Brandon Aiyuk said. And that makes sense because Brandon Aiyuk was told, you're not getting traded. You're not leaving this team. We don't want you to leave. This again, this goes back into last year. This is what they've been talking about. They've been saying, we are not trading Brandon Aiyuk. Sounds like they were at least interested. they they wanted to hear what the Commanders had to say. There is another team also that could be in talks to trade for Brandon Aiyuk, and that is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know we have a ton of Steelers fans who watch this channel. Brandon Aiyuk could end up as a Pittsburgh Steeler, and that, as a Bengals fan, does scare me. I think Brandon Aiyuk is a very talented wide receiver. He's very fun to watch, and I do not want him being in the AFC North. I don't want that at all. If he gets traded, I'd hope it would be to the Washington Commanders, where he can go play with his former college teammate and apparently best friend, Jaden Daniels. So we do have some drama to keep an eye on. I am going to keep an eye on that as well. See if we get any more developments, but that's kind of where we're at right now. The only other thing I could see the 49ers doing in this situation is possibly trading Deebo Samuel. Now, that would be a big one. You can see he's got that captain patch on his chest. Obviously, a big part of the team, very versatile wide receiver. A little bit older than Brandon Aiyuk, but I could see a situation where they decide to trade Deebo Samuel in order to pay Brandon Aiyuk. Now, is that something the 49ers are looking into? I don't know. But it could be a possibility. And then you've got to ask yourself, okay, where does Deebo Samuel go? What teams would be interested in Deebo Samuel? I think there'd be a lot of teams interested in Deebo Samuel, probably the same teams that would also be interested in Brandon Aiyuk, because they're both super talented wide receivers, super great players. And I think that they bring a level of elevation to the game and elevate the offenses around them, especially Deebo Samuel, because you can do so much with Deebo Samuel. We've seen so much get done with Deebo Samuel. This is going to be an interesting season for the 49ers wide receiver room, as we will see what it looks like on week 1, as those extensions still haven't come through for Brandon Aiyuk. Let me know what you think should happen or will happen down in the comments. Once again, I am Josh Butts. If you are a football fan, make sure to hit subscribe and like this video so that we can make more videos similar to it and discuss NFL news together. But until next time, go do something nice for someone.